Hey everybody, how's it going? Everyone's having an awesome day. Been My day's been good actually. I've been pretty busy. Thank you. I really do like that intro, especially because I let my artist just go on his own and figure out what he wanted to do. Um, I thought it was a good match for what we're doing here on the stream. Yeah, as I was saying, I mean it's been a good day. Been busy. Been actually working on some archival possibilities. We're just shy of a terabyte, and we're trying to make sure we don't go over the terabyte because once we do that, our database cost goes up a whole lot. Because well, as you're structured, we'll have to go several levels up to be able to support that much disk space. But been having a lot of fun working on that, working on some ideas of what we could do. Also really neat, we were looking at some things we could do that will actually improve some of our query performance. We do a lot of queries into we do a lot of queries into our interactions. So you think about, we do a lot of videos and test questions and practice tests and flashcards and just reading things, and we track all these interactions, and we're doing a lot of analytics on that for multiple reasons. One, to provide our students an idea of what they need to study on, right? Where are they having troubles? And some of those queries are actually starting to slow down, so we're looking at how we can archive that. So I'm busy with that. And then also this morning I had a really good meeting. Talked with an organization called Live and Lou, which is part of the GLI, which is the Chamber of Commerce here in Louisville. Talking about, so one of the important parts of Code PaLOUsa has always been showing off the city. One of the side effects, you come to the city and you see how great the city is. And we still want to do that, even though we're going to be online and no one's physically coming to the city. Eventually hope people do come back to the city. So I had a really good conversation, scheduled for 30 minutes. We went on for 50 minutes. And not because of just droning on. It was a really good set of ideas. Thoughts of not just how we can show off the city, but also, basically, butts in the seats, right? Getting attendance, right? What we can do to promote attendance and so forth. So, been a busy day, and also it's been busy. My front door has been busy today. I've actually received several packages of some things that I've been talking about. Some things I want to I've been acquiring to improve my stream setup. I've been thinking about maybe opening these up on the stream today. After we talk about the news, I was thinking about doing that for a couple minutes. So if you're all interested, we could definitely do that. Got a really cool toy today that I'm excited about. So let's go ahead and switch over to talking about news and such. I need to remember not to talk through my transition videos, but let's talk about what do we have here, right? So well, first off, I want to promote tonight's event. Kevin Griffin, who definitely want to give a shout out to. And one Kev Griff. So Kevin Griffin, he's been doing a whole lot of stuff with Azure Logic Apps and Azure Functions, and he'll be talking tonight at the Louisville Azure user group. Again, one of the great parts about COVID is all our stuff are online, right? Pretty much because we have to. So definitely, highly recommend you check that out. Kevin does a great job, so I know this is gonna be a great session. Really look forward to that tonight. And one of the things that we decided to do, we're gonna try to also simulcast it on Twitch. See how that works, right? Providing people another way to get this content. So it'll be simulcasted on that on Twitch also. So just another way that you'll be able to watch that. yes, I do have other great stuff coming up. June 9th, we have Scott Hunter, who I'm really looking, saw him the other night, at Sean 122's Sean Weitzel, sorry. He had him in Tulsa. Man, that was awesome. I mean, it was awesome to see the demos he's done, which admittedly I've already seen all those, but it was the after conversation. Scott actually hung around for probably an hour afterwards, and it was just turned out to be an AMA with Scott, which was great. So we'll have Scott on June 9th, and I'll promote that more. Obviously promoting this one more because this is tonight. And then Michael Perry will be, we'll have done that on the 18th, I want to say it is. Yeah, June 18th will be Michael Perry talking about Acid 2.0. So that'll be a really good talk. And yeah, thank you, Sean. And then I've got several other ones in the works, of talks. So lots of great sessions coming up. So let's just quickly look at the news. I don't really have a whole lot today. Kind of a slow news day. Sure enough, today the Windows 10 release came out, the 2020 update. So this is just beta news. I do like the funny part. They start off as predicted earlier today. Like, yeah, well, because Microsoft was saying it was going out today, right? But yeah, so this got released yesterday. Some of the really cool things on here, faster, easier connections. So being able to connect to your Bluetooth devices and such better, quicker. That's really nice to see that. More work on the passwordless support, which I'm all in favor of that. The more passwords we can get rid of, the better, right? Because people can't do passwords right. So the more we can do that there, and sure enough, I mean, that was BSOD for using OBS. I have not had that yet. Knock on wood, I have not had a blue screen from OBS. Now I've said that, it's going to happen. Wow. Sean, I wonder what video card you're running, because I have to imagine that's something going on with the video card. And you might need to look at, the encoding settings you've got within OBS. And of course, I mean, I'm just literally taking a stab in the dark. Just after closing it. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I wonder if there's something tied with video cards. Because OBS, depending on how you set it up, it will use your video cards for encoding, which is a good thing. But yeah. So back on here, I mean, so sure enough, going past, like I said, great. I mean, that was a big reason why I bought the Logitech Brio camera. I mean, not that you don't have to go that expensive a camera to get this, but one of the things it had with it is the Windows Hello support. So I don't even enter a PIN number. I just look at my camera and it unlocks my machine, which is so awesome. They're adding some great features for gaming, which, hey, we're on Twitch. Twitch is by default gaming network, so that's an important thing here. And then some other customizations with the game bar. I don't game enough to know how important that is, but yeah, definitely some great features. There's also some other things. Honestly, I'm drawing blank, but I remember Scott Hunter was talking about some big features for development that's coming out in this release also. So it's funny. So you have this, and they talk about how to download it now, which, yeah, WCL2, thank you. Which is basically, just go do the, basically force the upgrade, which of course, it's beta news. Of course, they have an article about how to block the update. They have to feed to their fans of, which basically talk about, going in and you can delay the the things. Which, sure enough, I mean, like I got someone on my team who he has a hard time every time they do an update. But he needs to schedule them out so so it doesn't wipe them out for the day. So I mean, there are reasons to do that. So sure enough, actually, I also, up through today, if you're interested in the simulation games, I highly recommend Civ 6. I love Civ 6. It's one of my favorite. Actually, Civ 6 compared to other Civs, but I love Civilization. Let's just put it that way. So I definitely highlight that. If you're interested, I mean that's free through today. You can't. I mean, I think the regular price is $30 or something, maybe $50. I don't remember, but that's worth mentioning. So some other things. Maybe not really shocker, but safe working practices suffer when working remotely. Actually, what I thought was more shocking about it, I wasn't surprised by this article and some of the findings here. What I was surprised was some of these numbers here. So they do say 91% of IT leaders trust their staff. I'm not so sure I'd be one of them. I'm probably in that 9%. What I thought was really interesting here, and I'm pretty sure this is this article. You just affect your keyboard. Yeah. Yeah, here. What I thought was interesting in this article that they're pointing out is how the US employees basically are less secure than UK employees. They were talking about how it's 72% of US employees are likely to send emails to the wrong people, whereas only 31% of UK employees. It's like, wow, really? Why? I guess America's just lazy, right? I don't know. I thought that was interesting to see that some of these numbers, the number of misdirected emails and so forth. Also interesting here, and again, I don't think so surprising. I mean, there's definitely a difference with ages. So apparently the 18 to 30 age group are more likely to send emails to the wrong person. And I think some of it is just, more willingness to share things. And so don't even necessarily think about sending those out. So, interesting stuff. I don't really deal with this so much anymore. On my last job, I mean, I was basically in charge of all our IT. I was definitely more interested in, had more vested interest in this. But sure enough, one of the interesting things, so I run the tech leaders group. And second Tuesday of the month, we have our coffee and discussion. And one of the people who is a normal in there, he runs the IT infrastructure for one of the local banks. And it was interesting to hear him talk about, the things that they've had to prep, because now a lot of the bank workers work from home. And he was like, yeah, a lot of these people, they want to be able to print, right? And they had to disallow that because, of, personal information is on those documents they're printing. So definitely that was really interesting article to see. I did find this funny. Microsoft imploring you to stop using the command and switch to PowerShell. And I'm curious, how many have made the full switch over to PowerShell? I know personally, I still use the command line more than anything else. Well, personally, I'll use a GUI more than anything else. But this was, definitely an interesting thought. You see some folks high up in Microsoft, talking about, hey, command mode is just in, it's just in maintenance mode. Don't be using it. I don't know. I thought that was interesting. Definitely want us to use. Yeah, like I said, I just haven't done a whole lot of PowerShell. I do it when I need to. I definitely do it when I'm doing like Azure stuff. I probably need to get more into it. It's probably the key word. But it's funny. I mean, you see this. I'm not exactly sure who this guy is. Who is this guy? He's a senior PM, modernizing the Windows command line via terminal and WC. Okay, so I see who he is. But it's interesting because like anytime you watch a developer focused tutorial, they're in the command line, .NET run, .NET this, so it's, they're not, so I don't know, maybe they need to, yeah, that's what I say. I mean, if you're dealing with Azure, then you definitely want to be, actually you can't do the stuff in the command line anyways. So, but last article I had, well, no, last before the last. So I thought this was a good thing to mention, especially because I run a lot of user groups on Zoom. You need to make sure that you upgrade Zoom. So if you don't upgrade by the end of the month to, I think it's version 5, what are they saying here? Yeah, Zoom 5. You're not gonna be able to get meetings, which is a good thing. I'm glad Zoom is making that cutoff. Saying because they're adding security stuff in there, which is desperately needed in Zoom. Like I say, I use Zoom. I won't say begrudgingly, but it still is probably the best one out there. But there are some security concerns in there. So definitely something to note. The last article, and actually there was a little bit of talk about this yesterday. I thought I'd talk about this. Whoops, that's not what I want to show. Trying to go to a note real quick. Definitely, give a shout out to Kevin, or to Calvin Allen, who pointed this out yesterday on my stream. This was interesting. So I'm not going to try to pronounce this guy's name, but so he developed apt-get. And I have to admit, I had not heard of apt-get before yesterday. But so he built this. I definitely heard of Chocolate, and I've used Chocolate before. But in reading a little bit into it, so basically this guy, he didn't like Chocolate, and he wanted something better. And so he built this, and yeah, it's my understanding is the apt-get is pretty good, because apparently so good that Microsoft actually talked to this guy, and looked to hire him. And I guess it just didn't work out, which that happens. Actually, this guy, it's interesting. He basically says he's not that upset that he didn't get hired. Basically talked about, that, oh, so apt-get's for Linux? I thought this was for Windows. Maybe, I'm pretty sure this was saying it was for Windows. But at any rate, he definitely talked to them. They talked about bringing him on as a PM. And it basically just didn't happen. And he talked about, he's not really necessarily upset about that. Actually, it was funny. His biggest upset point was that when Microsoft made the announcement at Build, that he was just kind of mentioned as, and there's these others, right? So yeah, I could see how that that would burn a little bit. But I wanted to bring this up just because this was brought up yesterday. I definitely didn't know about it. Admittedly, I still actually, well, it's curious. I would look at this, but basically, I mean, really what he's announcing, he's killing off the project. It's going to go in maintenance mode until August 1st, and then he's going to shut it down. Actually, I don't know. It's funny because I don't really use anything. I just install my stuff. It's all in my head anyways. Yeah, you're going to say, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I actually have not looked at Winget yet. So I can't say what's going to be better with it compared to Chocolate. Chocolate, I gotta admit, it's okay. I mean, and no complaints about it. I think definitely. I think if you're definitely a system builder, or you're building a lot of systems all the time, something like Chocolate makes a lot of sense. So, all right, that's it. So let's. Sure enough, I want to. Let's do a quick unboxing, because why not? Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's Sure, we can do this right. I realized I was talking and no one could hear me. I didn't put a microphone on. So sure enough, I got several packages today, and still not. Here we go. Move. I didn't really think this all the way through, I guess. Yeah, Christmas in May. So yeah, I mean the camera's not the best here. If I could actually get I need to get my bigger camera up and working, then I could have refocused this better. But we'll make this work. So I did get something, and sure enough, this is, that's a knife, right? All right. Yes. Every Marine's got to have their K-bar. All right, let's see how well we can open this without cutting myself, though. There we go. All right. So in this, there we go. We've got the new Go XR. I'm making a mess all over my office here. Oh. So sure enough, we've got the Go XLR. So this is gonna be a great way for me to manage my microphone and all my other audio settings. So let's see here. Get all the wrapping off here. Let's see here. This thing is pretty darn cool. I'm really excited to get this thing set up. Here we go. We'll make sure we... Of course, unfortunately, I did have to pay over retail for this. Because like most everything else in the streaming world, it's really hard to get things right now. But this is, this is going to be really great. So you got, you have your 4-way mixer. This is actually a motorized, these are all motorized. So you can control in your software and it actually will update those settings. Have everything, be able to mute everything. So I'm really, and I can fix up my voice a little bit, give me more of a radio voice maybe, who knows. But yeah, like I said, I'm really excited to get this set up. And I'll, I will be doing some videos. I've talked about this, but I will be doing some videos where I will be talking about how I got my stream set up. With the idea of more of how can I'm just gonna put this back in the box for a moment. Because there's a lot of videos on how to get set up for gaming. I want to talk about how to get set up for what I do, right? Live coding and such. Oh, like I say, a lot of fun. The disappointing thing that I found out today, I had a new microphone coming. I'm using the Blue Yeti, which is actually a really nice microphone. I don't really have much problems with it. Here, I'm gonna back to there. See, I've got the Blue Yeti right now, which is actually a really nice microphone. But, I wanted to get an XLR mic, so I can have a little bit more control using the Go XLR I just bought. But interesting part is, yeah, good luck trying to find an XLR mic. And I had one in order. They said it was available, you know. So sure enough, I'm gonna do a little bit of rant here. You know, I was looking for the Blue Emmer microphone, which is there we go. I mean, this is a microphone, XLR microphone built by Blue, which is a great company, and it was built for streaming, right? So it's better for voice ranges and so forth. And sure enough, you see in stock and ready to ship. I'm like, awesome! Someone who actually has the microphone available. You know, so I ordered it, and sure enough, they said, hey, because of COVID, we're a little bit behind on getting shipments out. I'm like, that's fine, all right? You're still you got it. I go to look today. I ordered this earlier this week. I go to look today, and sure enough, actually, I ordered over the weekend. Sure enough, they now say it's back ordered. Like, what the crap? You know, that's not what you said the other day, and it's not what you say right now. You know, so I don't know. I'm a little bit upset with Guitar Center, right? I mean, this is misleading. You know, now it's interesting. I did see today, you know, if you order, you know, oh, I just realized I'm talking about this. I'm on the wrong screen. So back to what I was saying, you know, sure enough, you see on their website, they talk about, you know, in stock, ready to ship, right? But, you know, it's not, because, you know, if you go to order status, and sure enough, still no comments about it not being ready, right? What I did notice, if you go to proceed to checkout, and once you sign in here, and it goes real slow, there we go. You know, I even picked the order pickup because, you know, why not? You know, yeah. Now we get to the point, you know, but they didn't even have this the other day, right? The fact that it's not available. So that was kind of upsetting. You know, I was pretty disappointed about that this morning. So I'm looking at what else I could do as far as a microphone. Okay, so let's go on to what we were going to work on today. Close all those. Let's work on the Code PaLOusa schedule. Let me look at my calendar. I'm pretty sure, I believe today I do not have a 1 o'clock meeting. Yeah. Good. You could. I mean, you definitely could. I mean, sure enough, you know, I am running, wouldn't it be cheaper? Wouldn't it be? I mean, because the Raspberry Pi is not expensive. Oh, well, the 7-inch touchscreen could probably cost you some money. Yeah, I mean, it definitely would be fun. I love mine, and I've got 2 of them now. Because it's fun. The one thing you learn is once you have one, you think, oh, that's going to be plenty of buttons. All right, and then I'm like, oh, I need more buttons. It would be fun though, you know. And Sean, I know you're looking to start streaming. I mean, that'd be something awesome to stream, right? I mean, that would be really great content to stream. Really, I didn't think. I guess I always thought a Raspberry Pi was a whole lot cheaper. I guess I just, you know, I've never fooled with a Raspberry Pi. I did fool with the stream Twitch. I know you have been. So yeah, I've never fooled with the the other stuff. Sure. So I'm saying I've never fooled with the Raspberry Pi. I have done some work with their Adrenos. I actually made something really neat. Hold on, let me get there. You know, so my last company, and I'm not really allowed to talk too much about it, which is just them being a little bit overprotective of their NDA clauses. But you know, basically, they do a lot of you know, last company I worked for did physical therapy, along with you know, working at factories, right, and making sure people didn't hurt themselves and so forth. And so we would actually test people when they started to work at these factories, and we were testing for the physical capabilities and so forth. And we were looking at a way to automate some more of that. And so we were actually building a contraption that would test the person's reach, right? So literally, you know, you do this whole reach thing of how far a person can reach and all this good stuff. And we were actually using ultrasonic sensors, and which were then fed into Arduino micro boards, and then a USB into a laptop that would read all the data and do all the computation. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that project. You know, it's definitely out of my realm. It's not something I would normally work on. But I really did enjoy it. All right, so what I want to do, first one I want to do is fix some things. So just before I forget about these again, I put these as Thursday. These are our Wednesday. I put them as Thursday. They're actually Wednesday. Let me fix these real quick before I forget again in publishing this. That is the Thursday lunch break. Hey, how's it going, Kevin Griffin and friends? Awesome. Really appreciate y'all joining the stream. How was your all stream? Hey, Kevin, how's it going? I gotta admit, I did not get the alert that you were streaming this morning. So I didn't realize you were even on this morning. So what were you all working on your all stream today? Edit. So for those just joining, we're working on the Code PaLOusa Cool Your Podcast YouTube tools. I'm gonna have to probably watch the VOD of that. So we're working on the Code PaLOusa schedule here. Trying to get this thing done. I was actually just fixing some labels that I had wrong, and now we're just gonna be scheduling this thing. So so far, I've gotten all the special stuff scheduled, and by special, what I mean is the non-pure app development talks. So the project management talks, the soft skill talks, talks for QA analysts, talks for business analysts. I've got all those scheduled, and I always do those first because I have to work around making sure. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, have a great lunch and wish your wife happy birthday from all of us. All right. So yeah, so I've got all those scheduled. So now what I'm working on is getting all my development stuff scheduled. And again, the hardest part is making sure we don't, make sure we have topics that we don't have like two very similar topics at the same hour. Along with some of, especially because now it's going to be an online event, you need to pay attention a little bit to where people are located. Like for example, you see Rob Richardson, right? He's out on the West Coast, right? He's in Arizona in particular, but so I want to make sure I schedule him not first thing in the morning because that would be too early for him. So with that in mind, let's go ahead. Let's look at that first. So talking about Kubernetes, yeah, let's go ahead and just, in some sense it gets a little bit easier at this point because I kind of just start filling in slots, right? But actually we have several Kubernetes. Helps if I spell it right. So that's so sure enough I got that one in there. Let's so sure enough I have 4 total, so we can put 1 in each half of the day. Let's put we have stateless workflows. Put this this operators one. We'll put this in the morning. 9:45. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and move that to 8:30. A good one to get the day started. And then we'll 2 over here. And I'm still missing my things that run over throughout the day. I was telling people, you know, for folks just joining, I mean, one of the things I did do, I had a really good meeting this morning with basically the people who promote the city. That's their job. And because that's always been an important part of Code PaLOusa is promoting the city. And so, you know, we had some really great ideas of what we can do to promote the city even more. All right, so that gets me Kubernetes. Actually, let's look at some of my tags. That probably would help me to schedule some more by tags here. Go to sessions. Easier sessions are accepted. And really just want to look at my tags I have here. Well, let's look at our AWS stuff. There's not many. Fair enough. Okay, again, I have 4 AWS specific talks, so we'll schedule those 1 each half of the days. So one's talking about Lambda, DynamoDB, big data. This really isn't just AWS, but it's definitely one, you know. Here we have hosted personal website. And then we have the ugly side of serverless apps. It's here, that sounds like a good, so I'm gonna put this at 11. I have a feeling, so one of the things I'm gonna be doing is talking to speakers beforehand. That the ugly side of serverless apps, that sounds like someone I want to talk to beforehand, because I, you know, definitely would want to get some early talks about that, or, you know, drive some traffic to that. Oh, I've actually, hold on a second, I thought I was on Thursday. Good with that one. I wanted to put this Thursday. So I guess some of the point is some of scheduling is just really, where is a fit, you know, where is some things make sense. Some of it is here. Let's just put it here. All right, definitely want to keep on reminding myself to do the. Make sure I should already. You know, let's make sure I have all the accessibility talks. Yeah, I already have all the on here. It only shows me ones that I have not scheduled yet. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, let's look at what we have for Android. Okay, nothing else tagged Android that hasn't been scheduled yet. Look at our Blazor talks. Yeah, it was kind of weird. This is one of my things I was surprised by. I only have 2 Blazor talks. And I'm surprised by that. Now, I will admit, I don't. I mean, It's not to say that we didn't have others that we didn't accept, but we only had 2 that we accepted. So I was a little bit surprised by that. Just looking for what else do we have fun that hasn't been scheduled. Oh, okay, we definitely have a couple of these. I want to spread these kind of things out. Oh, okay. These are not all. The fun part about this, it does partial word searches. So I was looking at this, TypeScript beyond the basics. I'm like, okay, why is that listed as fun? It's functional programming is why it's in there. Okay, we got Guy. Guy does these awesome talks. I love these talks from Guy. If you've never attended a talk from Guy, you definitely should. Yeah. Actually, he knew this one, the graph database one, is going to be accepted. He's been talking about this talk for a while. And he finally got it going. I've put this right after lunch. That'll definitely be one I will be promoting because it's something I'm excited about. We'll schedule one right after lunch, one right after lunch, and one right before lunch, different days. And for those who don't know Guy Royce, he works for Redis. He's I don't remember his title, but basically developer relations for Redis. So he gets to do a lot of really cool things with the Redis databases, and they have a graph database, and so he talks about that. That's the I do wish it would snap a little bit better. Actually, one of the things I wish they would do is let me define my scheduled periods, and then let us snap into that. That would be a really nice addition to everything. All right, that actually okay. We have this one. My browser does what? That's another one. Sounds good after lunch. Okay. Again, just looking categories I want to get. You have anything gaming? No. I don't think we have anything Google Cloud. Oh, we do. Okay. Now I must have already scheduled it. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I remember scheduling this one. Okay. 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 All right. So let's look at the any JavaScript. 4 more left in here, which includes one from Kevin Griffin, who probably gone by now, but was here. So let's go ahead. Let's schedule Mr. Griffin. Schedule him at 9:45. Russ. Oh, I'm thinking. I'm forgetting which day I'm on. Let's try that again. Okay, well, let's not schedule. Yeah, so very heavy JavaScript talk. Oops. 11 o'clock. See, that's what I'm talking about with the snapping. It'd be nice if it would just snap in there. All right, so there we got that. We'll definitely put Russ right before the keynote. Russ is always an exciting speaker. Russ Fatino, been around forever. He's just an exciting guy, period. Actually, let's move Eric to the beginning of the day. Darn talk right here. Actually, let's put that right here. Looking at what else we've got going on in an hour. Yeah, that would make sense. All right, cool. Now let's see what I have left on Azure. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Azure, which no surprise. This is definitely. I mean, that's a part of this part of the country is real big into Microsoft. All right, so so what do we got in here? Oh yeah, I was really excited to see this one, this application orchestration in Azure. That though, that's a oh, I'm drawing blank his name. I can picture his face. Jonathan. John Mills, yeah. So there, I've already scheduled him there. Oh, again, losing my mind. I forget which days I'm on. Schedule him there. Then that time. All right, Mr. Luther Hill. Here's someone I know I can schedule early in the morning. He's used to early. Those who don't know Luther, he's just retired from the Army. Oh, the Sean Weitzel guy. Oh man, what a troublemaker. I don't even know if he's still around. But what time should we schedule? So, yeah, I mean, actually, this microservice talk is a microservice talk is a good talk. I want to schedule this earlier because this will actually will generate some good conversation. When did I? Here, let's let's see. I don't want to schedule them that early though. Don, what do you think about presenting 8:45 your time? All right, so that's what time it is, which is good. That way I've got them. Oh, I don't really want it against this. Let's see here. Too much drinking before then? Yeah. Well, so I'm trying to look at this because again, this is part of, trying to make sure. I mean, there's always going to be competition for talks. Trying to make sure I don't have too much. Sure enough, I mean, I think a lot of people will also be interested in this orchestration talk. A lot of the same group will also be interested in the ugly side of serverless. So let's think here. How do I want to time this? Okay, well, let's move this one here. And yeah, then I'll move John's talk to 11. There we go. That'll work. All right, so we've got those. Now, back to the Azure talks. What else we got in here? Perhaps you have your own time slot? Yeah. Okay, so 12 a.m. Let's see here. Maybe all right. Okay. Well, I only have one session from Jeff. Okay, if I can spell Jeff's name right. Oh. He's not on this page, that's why. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's I'm gonna go ahead and move this to the accepted queue. Oh, okay, yeah, I accepted it. I wonder if this doesn't fresh. Who's that Jeff guy? Yeah. Yeah, Jeff is a good guy. I really like Jeff. Thought I just saved it. Save changes. There. Oh, I see. It's because I'm clicking that. Interesting. They've changed that screen around a little bit. All right, let me go back to schedule. All right, there we go. All right. Go ahead and talk about open source. Let's see here. Yeah, so I want to make sure I don't schedule the same time as that. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought we already scheduled that one. All right, so Jeff is the person you schedule in the afternoons or later in the morning. Oh, no problem. Again, there's really no rush to do that. I mean, I'm sure I'll be chasing after a lot of people. And for the understanding of Sean's comment there, just after he wakes up. Well, because he's not on the road, he's not sleeping as later as he has. So I will say, so sure enough, it's interesting. So Sessionize allows me to have, pretty much whatever for session descriptions and so forth. But the Hopin system we're going to be using does not. It's really weird. It only allows 60 characters for a title, for a session title, and I think it's 140 characters for a session description, which is tiny. I will admit I do have another meeting this afternoon with another company. I don't think we're going to go away from session or from Hopin. I haven't signed a contract with them yet, but I do have a company who's I've been a partner with before. Yeah, I agree. It does suck. What is it? I'm going to ask them why they have such a short limit in there. Oh, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Both can code.NET and Juniper. Always gonna be careful who you schedule. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Always gonna be careful who. Actually, I forgot, where is he from? I was about to say, gotta be careful who you schedule in the morning. I can't remember where he's from. Dallas? Okay. That's right. Let's not schedule him 8:30 in the morning. around there. All right. Let's see, Morehouse. We had 2 talks for him, both on SQL. John's from here in Louisville. Well, I know what time zone he's on. Schedule 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. Again, some of that's to get people in the doors, metaphorically, since there won't be actual doors. Oh, see, this one should have another tag. And I will say there are times I don't edit. I won't edit someone's subscriptions. But what I will do is I will add tags and such. Like he didn't even tag anything in here. We'll at least tag this with the fun tag. Because he's talking about build a home security. I mean, that'll be something a little bit fun. Let's go to this day. Right there. Have more than one talk from McKeever. No. Or I've already scheduled it. Oh, that's not what I want to search for. I want to for Brian. Okay, yeah, we just have the one from him. Art of DevOps. I don't know this Kevin Muse. All right, he's in Atlanta. On Eastern time. Yeah, yeah. That's why I almost always went to actually he's Atlanta, but you know, Winland does have people outside of Atlanta, so that's why I went a step further. Here, I don't want to schedule the same time as I got a Kubernetes talk because that'll draw some of the similar people. There, we'll schedule it right there. All right, so that supposedly is all my Azure talks I have so far. List is getting shorter. All right. Oh, cognitive bias. The good after lunch one. Where is the other? I was talking about this yesterday. This one here, this yeah, I've already got you scheduled, Sean. So here, go to Sean. We scheduled that at Friday at 2:45. So let's see here. I was going to, what was I looking? Oh, Dustin Doom. I'm going to schedule this. This is a talk I'm going to schedule right after lunch. I'm not sure he's actually going to give that talk because he's a little bit concerned about not having an audience, not having a physical audience. Get Veronica scheduled. I know she's got 2 sessions. I also remind myself where Veronica's at. Lost him. That's right. I remember that now. So there we go. Not only do I try to schedule people different days when there are multiple sessions, I also try to make sure that whatchamacallit, different halves of the day. Although every once in a while I get a request for people not to do that, right? Maybe they prefer speak in the morning. Like I know a lot of people actually like speaking in the morning because I know I prefer. That way, the rest of the day, I don't have to worry about it. Right, my talk is done. I can move on to the next one. Definitely like that a lot. Let's see here. Starts. I'm actually now the people I know who have got 2 talks. Make sure I get them scheduled at different times. This one here. Who else? Interesting. Do I just have one talk for him? Mr. Jimmy Bogart. So awesome to have Jimmy at your conference. Although Jimmy's one of those who you definitely want when they're actually there. Schedule this here. And basically what I've noticed is on Thursday it's gonna be, there's a theme of microservices going on. Which I like that, right? Let's not put Jimmy at, I'll put Jimmy at 8:45 his time. Again, knowing your speakers. Let's see here. Here Dubois got 2 sessions, so we want to him schedule on different days. Santosh, we only picked 1. Mr. Dowden. Yeah, I know I had 2 from here. Really cool. He's got a Zapier talk. He runs his whole business on Zapier, right? And definitely put this here because again, I pretty much have a whole day of microservice related talks. I mean, it's not really it's serverless, but similar. But yeah, he pretty much runs his whole business on Zapier. So it's really cool to see him do a talk about that. Okay, Sue. So we'll do Xamarin Forms here. And form. Go. All right, so everyone left is doing single sessions. Oh, Bruno, I know I've already scheduled something. Wait, which Bruno is that? Yeah, Bruno Kappa. Time did I schedule this? Schedule that Thursday, 1:30. Go there. All right. Mr. Clark is West Coast. We want to schedule him. It's funny. Actually, I'm gonna schedule him before lunch. The funny thing is so Jeremy Clark is one of those people who you can easily schedule in the morning, and he tells you schedule in the morning because he's a because he doesn't drink, right? And so, so he hangs out, but he doesn't drink, so he has no problem getting up early in the morning. But I've been calling him from Washington State, so. Oh, so I spelled Devin's name right. What's this one I was looking at was modular monoliths. Time did I schedule this? Schedule that Friday at 2:45. Devin's in Boston. Or actually, I think Devin's back in Louisville. I forget. Yeah, he's 3 hours earlier. Yeah, that's why I didn't schedule. That was the irony. Normally, I schedule him in the morning because he's a really good speaker and people really he brings people in. That's why I scheduled him for 11. I think that's what time I scheduled him for. All right. Rob. So let's see here. Oh, okay. So talk we haven't scheduled from Rob is databases in Microsoft World. Oh, I know what day we have to schedule that. Oh, I clicked on the name instead of the session. I'm scheduled Thursday at 1:30. All right. Let's actually take that. So right now, actually, yours is the first one that day. I didn't. So far, I haven't scheduled anything first thing in the morning that's microservices. So at this point, you are the first microservice talk. Thursday. Let me take. This one. Put it in there. And then let me take this one. Okay, hold on. But now we're gonna make you earlier. I'm gonna make you get up a little bit early. What is this? Not the one I'm looking for. Thank you. Yes. For those wondering why Sean reminds me of that is because this does not automatically save things. I have been burned by that before. There we go. Now we have a day full of microservice talks. All right. Yeah, I know I already scheduled Doran for a talk. What time did I schedule that at? One we haven't scheduled yet is a journey of cell-based architecture. Oh, I scheduled this Thursday morning. I remember that. Let's give her a 1:30 talk. Looking real quick for people I know that are West Coast. Joe is West Coast. I not scheduled a oh, it's the only talk we have from. Oh. All right, at least so far. Joe, I'm going to schedule this 11. That's not too early for him. That's 9 o'clock his time. And actually, I mean, everyone he works with is East Coast time, so I think he works on it. I think he's used to a East Coast time zone. All right, and just really, we're just the rest are just going to kind of be easier. That there. Okay, go in that slot. I don't. Those rooms don't matter at all on here. Okay. There. Okay, I only have one more slot to fill for Thursday, which is good. Yeah, this would be a good talk. Oops. 2:45. And then, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Save. Now we just got to fill up Friday. Mr. Tyler, you're a young man. You can get up early. And he's here in Louisville, so I'm not really. It's not like I'm making someone on the West Coast get up early or something. Oh, there. SQL morning. There. Again, some of this is just kind of just plugging it in. Sean, you have a timer going? Or is that a message from before about the save changes? I can't remember. Actually, yeah, that's your message from before. I just saw it again. I'm like, that's why I was like, oh, I think Sean's reminding me again. Yeah. No, I realized it after I said that. Did I have too many? Interesting. What does that remind me of? Oh, okay. For those, I had a quick reminder. It's nothing. I mean, it is something, but oh well, there you go. So how do I have? I apparently have one session too many, which is okay. I can work around that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 11. Okay. Yeah. Perfectly fine. That one there. Now what I need to do, there's actually supposed to be another room in here. We're not. That's no time slot. Well, I am actually supposed to have another room in here that I'm purposely not scheduling at the moment. All right. There we go. I now have schedule built so far. Hold on a second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, because there's supposed to be 12 rooms. That's right. So so basically, and I knew we were going to get to this point. What we have right now is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I really don't need to be counting 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 more sessions I need to pick, basically. And I'm sorry about the dog barking in the background. Maybe he's going for a walk or something. I'm not sure. Usually that doesn't sound like a walk. That sounds like he's upset with somebody. Actually, I might be getting another delivery. I do have. So my front door's been busy. I showed the Goal XR that came in. I actually got another Elgato multi-mount. I just didn't open that up on stream, but that came in earlier today. And then I do have got my A10 Mini Pro coming in today, which means I'm just gonna have all kinds of gear for my stream. But it's also for Code PaLOusa because we're gonna be running a video room or a video studio of extents. All right, well, cool. Well, so that's great. I mean, I got the schedule what I need. What I need to do, well, just debating whether I do this on stream. Why not? We got some time. Let's. What I want to do. Oh, here. Okay, I was going to pick this talk. We just hadn't picked it yet. Except that one. Save changes. This is interesting. I noticed what they did. And this kind of solves my, this actually fixes my problem a lot. I talked about, if you left this thing and didn't save it by default, there used to be a back to event button. That's gone. Now just cancel with a warning. The only thing is that warning is a little bit misleading because I did save my changes. All right, there we go. So we're gonna accept this talk and we'll put it right here. That'd be a good time. Now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 9 more talks that I need to pick. Go ahead and save this. And sessions. And we're going to look for session. No, I got we got plenty of people who you know. So I actually have an accepted queue. I actually have 61 more talks to pick through. I mean, it's not even like a, you know, I don't even have a small group. I have 61 other talks that we would like to schedule that we have not scheduled at this point. So, well, whether they compare to you is a whole nother story, all right? But, you know, I got to share the love. You know, it's can't all be about Sean. All right, let's see here. I already have 2 from Mills. Now look at these because these are, I don't have enough event talks. Yeah, let's move that one to accept a queue. All right, so I'm not going to do 3 from Mr. Mills. Nothing gets gone, but we try not to do that to people. Actually, what I'd like to find, yeah, let's move this Dapper talk up. I'm going to say I would like to find some folks who haven't picked. That could be good too. Sorry, I'm not talking as much right now. I'm paying a little more attention to what I've got in here. All right, let's see where that gets me at. Save changes. All right. What time did I already schedule Mr. Griffin at? Thursday, 11 a.m. There. Let's see here. Time did I schedule Devlin? No, I accepted one of his talks. Friday 8:30, and he's in Norway, so I need to make sure I schedule him earlier in the day. That one. That. All right, and Thursday, right? Schedule him like back to back. All right. Perkins. Her Thursday, so Friday. Friday, so we'll skip Thursday. Oh, this is the first talk I've accepted from him. Nashville. Okay. That leaves me 1 on Thursday and 3 on Friday. So 4 more to pick out. Let's see. 1 session. Yeah, we'll move that in. Right. I think I need to pick 1 more, but we'll go with what we got there. And let's see here. Back to schedule builder. it's cool. I get to send a couple more acceptance emails today. I like doing this. Didn't pick up. Thought I. Where's Spot the Bug? Where's Spot the Bug? Go. So that's so let's see here. Schedule him there. And then we will schedule there. And then we will Aiden, what time did I already schedule you, Aiden? Scheduled him at Friday at 8:30. Now, we will end up giving Aiden talks in one day. Okay, and I need to pick one more talk. Pick Mr. Joe. What time's it? Oh, I only have first thing in the morning. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, okay, this guy's out. This will be a good talk. One containerless with Service Fabric and .NET. I've actually been thinking, not sorry, Service Factor. I've been thinking about something similar about the whole, you know, doing microservices without containers. There we go. Now I have a completed schedule. Awesome. Well, I tell you what, this feels so good. So what I need to do now, let's go ahead and cancel out of that. Already saved. And I need to go to sessions. And now I get the fun of, let's see here, I think. Okay, so I need, oh, hold on. I know I need to look at half-day workshops. Up to Q, because I actually think I still have a hole there. Schedule builder. Whoops, I was already there. Yeah, I do have I have a hole to fill there. Nothing in except a queue. That's good to know. Nominated. Why is nothing coming up? Board sessions. Sessions, come on. Half-day workshops. Because, okay. Oh yeah, I remember why we didn't pick this one. I mean, it's just probably too narrow. I just don't think we'll get enough audience for that. What else I've got? Yeah, I don't need another soft skills. Think about maybe picking Woody's workshop. The reason why we didn't pick it, and sure enough, Kevin was in the same boat. So we already picked Kapiski's full day workshop on ASP.NET and any framework, which basically he does it for us. Oh yeah, you definitely will get it. There's no way for me to provide individual. Yeah, I think I am going to move him to. Accept queue to accept it. Yeah, I mean, and that's not 100% true. So what I can do, so sure enough, like let's go to here, and what I can write comments in here, but unless there's something deep, there's no way for me to share those comments. And sure enough, I mean that's the hard part. I wouldn't want to just necessarily share. I wouldn't want to necessarily share everyone's reviewer comments with speakers because some of them are not to be shared. Sometimes people write things that that are meant between the team only. All right, so let's go ahead and get Woody in the right place. But sure enough, when we built, I am sure. Well, because I mean, there's no. I mean, again, I think that talk. The hard part is it's UWP, which I don't know. I mean, UWP is basically dead. You know. All right, there we go. Now, what I want to do next. We've done that. Now what I need to do, now I think I got to do the hard part, which, oh no, they did make this easier on me. Cancel, okay, because it's all saved. Now we go through the whole thing of, we go back to sessions, and I pick everything that is nominated, decline queue, or declined. I don't need to worry about declined. And I click this little magic key. This is new. Oh, I have to refresh my filter. Now I click my little magic key to see how this works. All sessions, and they go to decline. There we go. So, and then I didn't refresh the whole page, but that's probably correct. Did I not move my accept queue? Or accept? I probably forgot to do that one. Refresh. This button here is a godsend because it used to be you had to go to every single session and move it to decline, which just, yeah, that was painful. All right, now what I can do, you can see there's 12 accepted, 183 declined. Now we go to informed speakers. And change this a little bit. Completely online. Oh, I click the edit button. Because we're not saying we're virtual, we're saying we're online. whole thing of virtual would insinuate that it's not real. And then I'm going to ask people to accept by June 5. Yeah, and then we have this note that, you know, we're allowing people to say, hey, it doesn't work for me anymore. All right, so we're going to send those 12 emails. We go to decline, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Because here's the thing, it doesn't matter what all I put in here. I can tell you right now, someone will respond. Oh, well, what do you mean I didn't get it picked out? And I do respond to those. And that sort of finishes. I mean, now what I need to do, I need to get on the Code PaLOusa website. And I'm not gonna do it today. Actually, probably do it tomorrow on the stream, just because tonight I have an event, so I'll be pretty busy with that. So I may or may not do that tomorrow on the stream. Just because basically, I do have some code around, but I actually want to change that code. So Sessionize actually allows me to, well, I have toys to play with. The problem is I don't have an XLR mic right now. Although you can't, I actually can plug the Blue Yeti into it because you just do the output of it. But yeah, I do have new toys to play with. I probably won't get to play with them until Saturday, or maybe tomorrow night. Because like I say, I do have a group tonight. So let's see who do we have running on who do we have on Twitch right now? Oh, well, Sam Woodall is on there, who I will be watching, but that's a graphics focused talk. Building smart contacts for Ethereum. I know how it feels to be. Oh, let's go ahead. Oh, Joe Giordano is on with Ed. Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah.
New sales to.
Let's move to Code It Live. Code It Live is a really great channel to be checking out, anyways. Especially when you got two really good people on there right now. All right, so we're gonna be rating them again. I really appreciate everyone for joining. Appreciate those who came in for from Kevin Griffin's stream. Appreciate Kevin Griffin for rating me. That was a blast. Like I said, we're gonna move over to Code It Live. See you, everybody.
Now.